Good afternoon, everyone. I, Vedanti Kohli from Planotech Media House, welcomes you all for Unstoppable CEOs. Our show is about the most prominent CEOs from different sectors. Our CEOs share their experience, which made them effective as well as efficient as an entrepreneur or business owner, and speak on several related topics of business and their experience about their personal stories of success, along with insightful and inspiring business related topics. Now, we welcome over here Mrs. Anupama Singhal, who is the proprietor of National Academy of Commerce, Allahabad, which is a great known institute for professional exams of CA, CS, as well as CMA. Along with this, she is also a great academician. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vedanti.
So, ma'am, we begin with a question. As from the journey where you started this coaching till now where you are, how was your journey? How did you begin to, how you are managing also from that time till here? How your journey was, please say.
As it is rightly said, the journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step, very first determined step. So my husband is an academician and is very interested in teaching and has taught in many institutes. So the background is from there, and basically when my son joined the CA course, then we started coaching, like teaching in a branch, ICI branch for CA students in Allahabad. And then later on, we decided to start our own coaching institute where we can give a better platform and better avenues to our son and other students as well. So we started our coaching with a single subject of taxation in CA intermediate level, and we started with a very few students. Later on the demand of some students, they wanted to study another subject, that is costing, another tough subject of costing. So we had some good teachers for costing paper as well, and started as the second subject in this journey of ours. Later on we thought and we felt the need for giving all the 4 subjects in group 1 to the students, because it was very difficult and rather impractical or tough for the students to move here and there to different coaching institutes and waste their time. So we started all the 4 subjects of group 1, and then later on next 4 subjects of group 2 of intermediate level. Then the thought came in our minds that without catering to the foundation level students, that is entry level students, we cannot give much better venue to the next level students. And then we started the CPT or foundation classes. Later on, we also incorporated CS foundation and CMA foundation in our course curriculum. But we still felt that something was lacking. Something was not complete. So we decided to inculcate the final syllabus also in our course curriculum. So we started with the journey of taxation paper, single paper, then costing paper, then all the 8 papers of intermediate level. Then we moved to foundation level classes, and finally final level classes. So at present we are catering to all the levels of all the 3 professional classes, courses, CA, CS and CMA. So it had been a long journey but an interesting one, and with the support of all the teachers and all our team members, it was an interesting journey. Thank you.
Very well, ma'am. It was really quite interesting too. So, ma'am, in this great profession of managing students, as being a director of National Academy of Commerce, Allahabad, how did you manage your time, other works which you do here? How did you do that? Please tell.
See, time management is an essential requirement for anything, whether you're doing your household work or you're in some professional line, or if you are in some job. So time management is the basic crux of managing anything. As far as coaching is concerned, it is a 24-hour job. Basically, if we say our coaching starts at 7 o'clock in the morning and closes up at 9 p.m. in the night, but our brain doesn't stop working at that time. We review the whole day. What was the requirements of the student, where we lagged today, where we can improve and what new things can we provide to our students. So the mind is continuously muddling up. So how can we improve? How can we make our next day much better? We cannot bifurcate a time into different activities, like this much time I give for managing the student, this much time I give to other activities. It's a compact job and no one can walk alone. So it was the combined effort of our team members that we can move on and provide better services to our students and manage everything in a coordinated and well manner.
Great, ma'am. So, ma'am, during your lifetime, what
Yeah.
were studies have you done? What degrees have you pursued? Please share.
Vedanti, like for as far as basic schooling is done, I completed my schooling. Then I joined BA Psychology Honors in Inpress College for Women from Delhi University. I completed my graduation from the DU in 1987. Then one of my uncle had always motivated to join CA course. So after completing my graduation, being a very tough course, as we heard at that time, I was inhibiting to join it before completing my graduation. So after completing my graduation, I joined him. I joined my articleship, CA articleship under him, and I was a very devoted article. Sorry to what to say, but I've been always a hardworking article, and I always inspired, wanted to learn something new. At that time, we had to maintain manual accounts and all, so it was a tough job. But with my dedication and keenness to learn something new, I always put in my best effort and completed my training with good knowledge of keeping accounting and discipline and time management and submitting my work on time. After my marriage, learning never stopped. My husband always supported me and he always motivated to learn something new. Around 19, after 95, computers came in. That was a much required change and accepting their change was very necessary. But it was hard job to learn computers. It was rather hard to handle mouse at that time. So one day my husband came across a news item in the newspaper regarding some computer course for women empowerment. So he inspired me to join that course. And like I went there, I thought it must be some small, short duration course. So I went there and I joined the course. I was selected for the course. But I came to know it was a full 1 year course in of computers under the banner of Dayal Gramodok Seva Sansthan. So it was computer programming and system application course, diploma course. So in the beginning, I thought it will be very tough to continue for 1 year after marriage. And for 2 hours daily, I had to go to the college for 2 hours daily. But it was a very nice journey. I found some good friends. I relived my college life. And finally, I topped the course at the Allahabad level. And but the learning is still going on. I'm learning daily new things. My husband keeps motivating me to do something or the other. And currently, I am even pursuing LLB course. I've completed 3 semesters and now the only 3 semesters are remaining. And the learning is never stopping, it's ever going, and hope to learn something new with the passing on times.
It is really great, ma'am, that you're innovating your time. You're learning many new things too. You're pursuing LLB degree also. It is really a very nice thing, ma'am. So, ma'am, in your this great lifetime, studying this much, becoming such a great person, how did you spend your time? How do you give your much time in doing such hard work? How did you manage all of them? Please share.
Right, I said before, time management is very important.
Yes.
And you have to follow some daily life disciplines also. If you want to excel, you have to follow these daily life disciplines and you have to manage your time. You have to divide your time into urgent, not urgent, important, and most important. So you have to form a matrix of what is important and urgent, or important but not urgent. So your regular whirlwinds will be there. Regular works will be there. They will help you to maintain only. But if you set some goals, that will help you to improve and grow. So your ability to focus is a hidden driver for your excellence. Excellence, with the passage of time, it becomes your habit. So you endeavor to learn something new with time management, proper devotion, of course, with the motivation and support of your entire family. I could do that and move on very well in my life.
Such a great thing, ma'am. You said that time management is such a necessary thing for everyone to give their hard work in their course, in their career. That's very great, ma'am. So, ma'am, from coming such a huge time, from becoming such a great person, who was a motivator? Who motivated you to become such a great person, a proprietor of National Academy of Commerce? Who was a motivator? Tell, ma'am.
Dear Vedanti, first I would like to thank God and everyone who contributed in making me a person what I am today. From the very onset, my parents, they always motivated me and rather all my brothers and sisters to do very well and achieve something in life. They didn't treat us merely as girls who have to marry and settle down in life as a married woman. They always motivated us to study and achieve something and take up any professional course. Now after marriage, my husband was also a great motivator. He always motivates me to do something, to learn something new, and in every journey of my life, he has been a great motivator. And now even my kids, they are also motivating me to learn everything new, do something new, and they are keeping me up with the new technology as well. So everyone in my life has contributed and motivated me to become a person what I am today. And I'm thankful to everyone for that.
Really great, ma'am, that you have such a good motivating people in your life. It's really very, very good. So, ma'am, as you are in such a great post of your coaching, you are the director, you are the proprietor here. So, ma'am, what are the new ideas and new forms which you bring in your work? Please share.
New ideas. See, creativity is very important. And you have to think with the right mind. See, your left mind is very logical and right mind is creative. So if you need to bring changes, you need to be very creative. So to keep in your mind what new can we give to our students, to our team, so they are also motivated to do something new. And how can we motivate the students to study harder? How can we remove boredom from their life full of studies? So we have to do something new, some parties, some excitement, some outings. Like sometimes we go out for a movie, sometimes we go out for a picnic, sometimes we arrange a New Year party at our coaching centers, sometimes we arrange birthday parties of students, and something like on. So you need to be very creative to encourage the students and empower them.
That's very great, ma'am, being so innovative in your work. That's really very, very good. So, ma'am, as you are running such a great professional academy, how do you guide students in their studies? How do you manage them? How do you give them the proper knowledge which they need? By solving their problems, how do you guide them?
Since we are in an educational field, so education needs skill as well. Education is mere your knowledge, but you can enhance your knowledge with your skills, talent. Skills means practice. Practice makes you perfect. So it's not merely education that we are imparting. We are imparting them the support, the motivation, the platform for outcoming their thoughts and sharpening the saw and motivating them to do something new, to do something innovative, to keep focus on their studies with entertainment as well, because no one can give 100% time in studies, and some motivation, some enjoyment is necessary to keep you motivated to studies. So you have to move from knowledge to greatness.
That's very well, ma'am, that you guide your students such very in a perfect way to become such a successful person. So, ma'am, as you said about how you guide students, how you want to, what are the tips that you want to give to everyone so that they become a successful person like you? Any such more tips which you want to give? So,
I would like to say a quote: start by writing what is necessary. Then you do what's possible, and finally you will find doing what is impossible. So nothing is impossible in this world. Keep focus, always feel enthusiasm, and one thing that is very important is trust. And the two important components of trust are character and competency. Character is your integrity and competency is your ability. Ethically, when you move on, you are going to gain everything that you want. If you guide your students as a mother, then you gain the respect that you want. Commercial aspect is another aspect. Everyone is working for commercial aspect, but that is the only meager aspect. If you want to gain respect, have a positive attitude, always use positive adjectives so you can become an influential person. Never criticize, always motivate others, and whatever best you can do for them, always do. So I would like to motivate my students always. I'm always in support of them, and they are like my children whom I can guide, for whom I'm always there, and would like to do whatever best I can do for them. And that's all.
such a great motivation, ma'am. Students will really, everyone will really love the way that you say that they are your children. They are just like your children. That's very well, ma'am. So, ma'am, as during your lifetime, you may have faced any of the issues relating to studies, relating to people that some of them may have disappointed in any of the situation. So, how you will guide students to come out of the situation, like most of the youngsters face in their life during the student life and everything? How do you want to guide them to come out of that situation? Please tell.
First of all, I would like to tell the students, never feel disheartened. No one can destroy you except your own thoughts. So always be positive. You can do it. You can always come up with flying colors. It's your hard work that is going to pay you. And never let others play with your actions, with your thoughts and emotions. You are strong enough. You can qualify every tough time of your life, and you can move on. Always feel I'm alert, I'm active, I'm alive. So this will keep you focused, and celebrate even the slightest of success, because this will motivate you for another great success. And so the life cycle will go on: success, motivation, and so on. So if your intentions don't get manifested in your result, so reinvest your decisions, see back where you are lacking, and decide where you have to change your manifestations and move on. So that was all. And one thing I would like to say, never be a victim of your circumstances. If you're finding some hardships in your studies, try to overcome those hardships and circumstances, and you can win. Believe in yourself, you can win and win and win.
Such a great thing, ma'am, you said. You are always motivating throughout us that how we can become such a great personality as you. So now, ma'am, I would like to thank you. Thank you, Anupama Singhal, for being such an informative, for giving such a good interview to us, which is really a very good thing for every students out there and for everyone out there. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Vedanti, and thank you, Planetech Media.
Thank you, ma'am.